This video is for you if you love your partner and you want sex, but you just don't. And maybe it's been a slow fade of passion, or maybe all of a sudden desire just seemed to vanish out of nowhere and you don't know why. My name's Hannah, also known as the Libido Fairy, and I've helped hundreds of women uncover the deeper reasons why desire for sex just seems to disappear, and I've helped them reignite that spark in their relationship. So today, I want to share 5 of the reasons that I see that not many people realize may be impacting their relationship and their sex drive. And it's got nothing to do with stress or hormones or compatibility with your partner. So let's dive in. The first reason why you don't want sex is because you're thinking about desire just in the wrong way. We grow up thinking that we should always feel this instant natural urge for sex, but that's not the case for everyone. There are actually 2 types of sexual desire, spontaneous and responsive. So spontaneous desire is exactly what it sounds like. It seems to just happen out of nowhere, but it is actually the brain saying, I want to do it, and then the body responds with arousal. Whereas responsive desire requires the body to have some kind of positive, arousing, or pleasurable stimulation or context to get going first, and then the brain says after, I want to do it. So think of responsive desire like an oven that needs a little bit more warming up versus spontaneous desire is like a microwave that's like instantly ready to go. It's completely normal to be either. And in fact, over 85% of women have a more responsive desire type most of the time than a spontaneous desire type. So you might think that you just don't want sex anymore, but the truth might be that you have desire. It's just not spontaneous. And if that's the case, all you need to do is create more contextual inputs that can stimulate your arousal. Things like slow sensual touch, cleaning up your environment, building emotional intimacy with your partner, and just being more patient with yourself. The second reason why you don't want sex anymore is because you're putting way too much pressure on yourself. I know this because I work with a lot of very high-performing, high-achieving women, maybe a little bit perfectionist, and that spills over into thinking that sex and desire just have to be perfect too. So many women feel so much guilt and anxiety and pressure when they're not turning on as fast as they think that they should, or having orgasms as quickly as they think that they should, or they just don't have that instant spontaneous desire like their partner does. And feeling like you have to meet certain expectations in the bedroom is obviously gonna make you feel less sexy and less likely to want to do it. Pressure is the enemy of desire and pleasure, and you absolutely have to let go of this if you want to enjoy sex. Now, the best way to alleviate that is just talk to your partner about it. Communicate openly with your partner about your feelings and set realistic expectations about what you want your sex life to look like and feel like for both of you. Remember, sex is about connection and pleasure, not about performance. Now, I'm about to get into the biggest reason why women don't want sex anymore, but if you are enjoying this video so far, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this on intimacy and relationships. Okay, so the third and biggest reason why you don't want sex anymore is because the sex that you are having really just isn't worth wanting. Think about it like this. Do you have to force yourself to watch your favorite TV show or eat your favorite foods? Obviously not. They are rewarding, and so you go back to them again and again without thinking. If the type of sex that you're having isn't even as pleasurable as watching Netflix, it's time to revisit what you like in the bedroom or figure it out for the first time. If you need some help doing that, I made you a free quiz that will tell you what turns you on, and you can find that link in the description box below. So once you start knowing what turns you on and what you actually enjoy in the bedroom, you will be so much more motivated to have sex. Okay, another reason why you don't want sex anymore could be because of relationship dynamics. Shocking, I know. Emotional connection and safety and appreciation and affection and romance play a huge role in sexual desire. But this needs to be mentioned specifically because this can play out in 2 different ways. So on the one hand, you might be feeling emotionally disconnected from your partner, and so naturally, your desire for sex may decrease as a result of that. This disconnection could be caused by distress, that's based on real or perceived experiences. Okay, so for example, you might feel disconnected because you are literally not spending as much time together, or you might feel disconnected because you have some story in your head that your partner doesn't care about you, which may or may not be true. Both of these can impact desire for sex. Now, the inverse of that, the other way this can play out, is that you could be feeling too much emotional connection and safety with your partner, which makes things a little boring, a little bland. It's kind of like you're wearing like cozy pajamas and a sweater every single night. In that case, you might need some distance, some space, or trying something more novel to reignite that little spark and hint of danger and uncertainty that was there at the beginning of the relationship. Now, if you're someone that has felt a big burst of desire at the beginning and you don't feel it anymore, you can just ask yourself, what did we do at the beginning? What was there? What was present that we don't do now? One more reason why you might not want sex anymore is because you struggle to stay present in your body enough to experience desire. So maybe it's because you're stuck in chronic stress, or because you're dissociated due to past trauma, or you have ADHD, or you're just overstimulated and distracted like everyone else because we stare at screens all day long, like you're doing right now as you're watching this. Regardless of which one of these is you, you'll never be able to really feel desire or truly connect during sex until you learn the skill of being in your body. The fastest route to do that is through somatic practices that help you soothe and support your nervous system. So a few of my favorites include self-hugs, like literally like squeezing your arms, deep breathing exercises, and gently rocking my body side to side or standing up while I have a hand on my heart or my belly. Learning how to be in your body is a skill that can take a lot of practice, but it's so worthwhile to actually be here, to feel all the joy and the pain and the bliss and the emotion and the pleasure that life has to offer. That is being alive. Now, I've shared 5 of the causes that I see women struggling with most often when it comes to libido. But if you want to know the exact reason why you don't feel desire anymore, I have another quiz that is specifically for that will tell you, which is linked also in the description box below. It will pinpoint your reason for low libido, plus give you personalized tips on what to do to ignite desire again in your relationship. I highly recommend you check that out because you deserve to look forward to sex in your relationship. And if you want some more tools on how to make sex more satisfying, you can check out this video right here. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.